What's going on, everyone? My name's Eddie, and by now you probably just set up and finished setting up your brand new second generation HomePods, as I did recently. But now you're probably overwhelmed and want to discover the new features, the new settings to adjust to really get the most out of this device. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do in today's video, walk you through the new features as well as the new settings you should definitely adjust so you can really get the most out of this device. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, first thing first, I want to talk about is the rear connector that you can now disconnect. Previously, the older generation, the first gen HomePod, it was really challenging to get this cable to unplug, but now you have the freedom to just unplug and plug it back in whenever you like. Be aware of this feature due to the fact that it just makes fiddling with furniture, making the cable go through furniture and stuff really convenient, especially when one end is just a massive HomePod. So really utilize this to your advantage. Other than that, a quick warning I do want to share is don't place this AirPod on antique wooden furniture. If you place this on a wooden furniture of any kind, the HomePod is actually known to leave a little ring right here. MKHD, I forgot his name, apologies. But this guy, he confirmed that even the new second generation HomePod still faces the same problem, just like the first gen. So if you like to preserve your furniture, your wood, expensive countertops you may have, don't put this on a wood table unless you have like a coaster or something to put underneath to protect it. So you may be better off not unpeeling the back portion. Now, if you have two HomePods paired in the same room, you could actually put them in stereo pair mode. But in case you accidentally selected a different room or you changed your mind on something, it's easy. There's nothing to worry about. The process to change it, it's super simple. All you have to do is just launch the Home app, select the HomePod you want to change to, tap the gear icon, and where it says room, select the appropriate room you want to change it to. And once these two HomePods are detected in the same room, the Home app is smart enough to identify there's two HomePods here, and you can just tap pair to stereo. And in this menu, you can actually test the right and left side. You can manually switch them if you like, or you can tap the orange icon in the center, which will automatically reverse right to left and left to right. And in case you're curious, because I was too, unfortunately, you cannot put a HomePod mini in a regular HomePod. It doesn't let me. I'm assuming it also does not support the first HomePod to be stereo paired to the second gen. Maybe in the near future, but as of right now, I couldn't get this to work. Now, Siri is really cool. And one of the cool things I like is the requests, like just saying the phrase, hey, S-I-R-I, hey, s'mores for short. But if you like to include feedback noise, because sometimes I'm confused which HomePod is activated, go into settings, and where it says sound when using Siri, enable this, and now next time when you request Siri something, you actually hear a feedback sound knowing that it's listening. Now this next tip doesn't just slightly involve the HomePod second generation, it also involves a mini, because now whenever you launch the Home app, if you look in the very top, you have the humidity and climate temperature of the environment to monitor right here. And if you long press, if you select the HomePod, you can actually allow it so it can actually change things in that room. Like if you have a smart fan, for example, or other smart home appliances, you could actually allow the temperature to adjust certain things in the household, like open blinds, or even turn on the AC. Because the new HomePods actually do have full support for MatterHub smart home products. So yes, this is fully compatible. Now, a personal request is somewhat of importance. So new for HomePods is the voice recognition, and one of which is the capability to actually use to find individual locations that are sharing their location with you. And as you previously thought, to get to this menu is really easy. Just tap the gear icon on your HomePod and just tap on personal requests. And here you have the freedom to disable it entirely or select certain HomePods you have around your household that you want to have this feature enabled. Now, the voice recognition, from my experience, other people can actually toggle this, so I do recommend turning this off if you're really cautious. But if you have total freedom to use automations to run certain things around your household, like request Siri to lock your front door within 5 minutes or unlock your front door via a voice command, the new HomePod is capable of doing this, and it can also create automations as well by just using your voice instead of launching the shortcut app. Intercom is the same exact thing. If you actually go and tap on Intercom right here in the settings of the HomePod, you can actually disable it certain rooms if you don't want to be interrupted, or you can select never or when I'm home or anywhere. This basically allows you to just say the command to Siri, Intercom Studio or Intercom Bedroom, and just send the message, and Siri will actually read that message with that HomePod to that room. Now, the next one is like a tip. If you're playing music on your iPhone and you tap your HomePod, it'll automatically transfer the sound you're listening to the HomePod instantly. And if it's stereo, it'll be stereo paired. And then if during the setup procedure you accidentally skip the use as Apple TV for your surround sound, don't worry. It's really easy to re-enable this. It's easier if you actually go on your Apple TV itself and just go into settings and then look for sound and video. And here, just go ahead and select the paired AirPods. Wait a couple of seconds, it should instantly pair. And now, those are your set stereo pair surround sound. Or you can reverse back if you like. And then another thing, it's actually enabled by default, and there's no way to disable it as I'm making this video. But these HomePods, the second gen at least, they have this new awareness alarm capability where the HomePod is able to detect a fire alarm that's going off or even your home alarm system. So if you're away from your home, your phone will get notified or send you a notification, I should say, that something's going on in your household. You can use whatever surveillance cameras you have available to monitor and see what's going on. So yeah, it's smart enough now to detect fire alarms, carbon dioxide alarms, and other type of security alarms. So there you guys have it. Those are the first things you should definitely be aware of about the HomePod in terms of protecting your furniture, clever ways to work around certain things, and some key highlights that you could definitely utilize and get the most out of this HomePod. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. Leave this video a like, share this with a friend, family, or even bookmark this in case you're still waiting on your HomePod to arrive. Aside from that, I appreciate every single one of you guys from watching, especially to the MVPs that made it to the end. Anyways, hope you have a good one. Take care, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.